So we're gonna start a session now. I haven't done anything in the day since yesterday. There was extra recording. I did check with the Pendulum who the beast is. So she showed me 2 photos. I can redo that. Okay, better still, since I can't find those photos, I will just put it out as part of this video. But I will just I'll just show the pendulum. The 2 photos earlier are the beast. The 2 photos earlier, one person is in an army uniform, don't know where that is, don't even know who that person is. Or he's in some uniform. Clean shaven guy. There were 3 men and 3 convicts. There was one man with a cap. Fair guy. You said he's the beast, or he serves the beast. Then you told me that on Narendra Damodar Das Modi's clone's face, or whatever they put out, and the name Dhamaka is on the top. Under that, the man whose face was there, you said that's the beast? The face under the name Dhamaka, you said that's the beast? Okay, now Mr. Putin is coming to India to visit us. Should I show you? Is that the beast? The fair man? Let me just show the photo. You can then say yes or no. 1 minute. Okay, I have a photo on the screen right now. That is the beast baby. I need to actually... He's the first one walking. He's at the very beginning of it all. That's the beast. Are you sure? Is that in service to the beast? Is that serving the beast? Is that the beast itself who everybody else serves, or is in service to? What I'm going to do is I'm going to choose the yes no chits. Are you willing to answer from that? Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer from these chits. Yes, no, whether that's the beast. I'll show you the face. Just now you have whipped a very heavy whip. It's like a very heavy whip. You lashed a whip in my ear very hard. You lashed a whip very hard. जो मोहर्रम पे तुम लोग खुद को करते हैं. एक आदमी आता था with a woman and a child, and he used to hit his body while she's playing the drum, and they used to do that under our home every Sunday. That was not a belt, that was a whip lashing. What you played in my ear on this side was a lashing of a whip, not of a belt. Also it borders on लकड़ी जो होता है जब लकड़ी को तुम फेंको. But this was a lash. It was not लकड़ी फेंको fine. क्योंकि when you take a bunch of लकड़ी and you throw it, it kind of ends and it resonates in a different manner. What you did is you lashed the whip. It wasn't a cane, it could be a cane. I have seen the guy who, the lady, she's dressed in Marathi sari, she comes down on the street, they throw money at them. Either they are walking, the child is put to walk on the thread or the rope, and they collect money, or then the man hits himself with a whip. So this was that sound, and the lady and the child also, he parades them on the street and money is given to them. That's a show they put up. It could also be a lashing of a cane, I don't know. In my school it's not allowed, but that's what you played in my ear just now. But let me ask, is this the beast, Varsha, the first one walking? Yes or no? If you can give me via the chits whether this, the first man walking or first woman, don't know what that is, but if that is the beast, can you give me the yes or no if that's the beast? Shirdi Sai Baba, with your guidance, if you can just give me if this is the beast. Shani ji, Vishnu ji, Mata, Ganesh ji, if you can give me if that is the beast from some chit that I pick up. Saying no. Maybe they don't want to answer it because I said, can you give me if that is the beast? He says no. Maybe they don't want to answer because they're saying this thing gets over in about 8 years. And there is a timeline that has to be fitted in. So they have said in the past also they don't want to give the beast's name. But that's what I heard, the whip lashing. Or then a cane on the right side of my ears. You would not have picked it up because the AI SATA drive that picks up things on people. Varsha, I asked you if this first person is the beast. Then I asked Shirdi Sai Baba if he will answer it. I got a no. Is this person in this video the beast? Can you tell me? The first person walking over there, is that the beast? The man in the back, behind him, to the right, is he the beast? He's dressed in a suit. He's bald. Can I ask from the yes no chits if that is the beast? He's wearing a white shirt and he's wearing a suit. Okay, so can I ask from the chits if that is the beast? Okay. There are 10 people shape-shifting for him, so he's one amongst the many. Okay, let me try. So we're asking about the man behind to the right. White shirt, wearing a suit, whether he is the beast. Okay. Shirdi Sai Baba, please guide if that man is the beast. It's saying yes. Okay, so how do we show you the photo of what we were seeing? This is what we were seeing. This is who we referred to, where we got a yes. This is what we referred to, we got a no. Primarily amongst these four. Mostly this guy. For him, there are 10 shapeshifters. Now, what I'm going to do is, when I asked off camera, there are 2 more photos that I got. I'm going to interject it into this because she said that the beast was those 2. So I will circle who she said. You can just get a look at it. Simply, why am I doing this? Because if any of you know the face behind the face, they wear masks and they are crisping themselves. So if you know the face behind the face, then know who is being discussed. I have asked about many people. Either they are in service to the beast or they are the beast itself. Okay? Okay, so I have just the video cover and I asked the pendulum, there are 4 men in that video. Any of the 4 men are the beast? Are there 4 men shown in that video? On the surface, is it 4 men in the video? Amongst them, nobody is the beast? Was there a whiplash that was played in my ear earlier when I showed you the other, in the whatever that lot of people that were walking? Was there a whiplash? Is that something that has happened in the past against some people? That happened where? In India? Did that whiplash happen in India? Is it those men that man who comes down and hits himself on his back and people give him money? Is it got to do with Muharram? Were people whipped or caned underground somewhere without anybody's knowledge? Is that what you were indicating? Or is that what AI was indicating? Did someone whip somebody or lash something upon somebody? Was that a whip? Was that a lash? Was that a cane? No, what was the instrument used? Was it a cane that was used? A cane was used? A cane stick, like how a headmaster uses on a schoolboy. In the earlier years, the teacher used to cane the hands of boys, not to girls. So that is a cane. The man tolerated caning in his upbringing. The beast was caned while he was growing up. So the beast has gone through caning as a disciplinary measure. Later on, what? He has caned other people as his disciplinary measure, thinking it is okay. Was that a whiplash? But the instrument was what? A whip that was played in my ears. It was a cane that was played in my ears. The instrument that made the whiplash sound in my ear on the right side was a cane stick. Was it a belt? A man's belt in any way that was making the whiplash sound? It was a cane stick. So the man himself tolerated it, and then he did the same thing wherever he wanted to discipline somebody. That is what he resorted to as his disciplinary action on whoever he wanted to discipline. Did he ever cane you? JAYA.ADVANI, were you ever caned? File name cat. Was I ever caned? Mama, who is Anu Sadrangani, ex Mrs. Anita Advani, and then Mrs. Anita Merchant, did she ever get a cane or a cane? She did receive something of that sort. Okay, so you say amongst these four, any of them is the beast? Okay, I will show the photo, so whoever knows these people, they should be able to identify who is the identity of the beast to deal with the issue. Has his work spread worldwide? So, okay, I'll go ahead and show the photo of those who are not the beast. Okay. Okay, this is the photo. She says Jai Shankar has actually got some connection to Africa in the bloodline. This is the same shirt, same suit. But she says here in this photo, none of the four are the beast. Okay, so I'll just leave it here. Is the beast visiting India soon? Amongst the 10 shapeshifters, the one who is the beast is visiting India? It is him who you were telling me the second attempt will be successful. You had told me this 1 year ago that there will be 2 attempts. The first attempt will be unsuccessful. It will be connected with Pakistan. The second attempt connected with Europe or something to do with Europe, there will be a second attempt and that will be successful. But if the beast himself is going to be coming to India, darling, I was shown Mr. Vladimir Putin throwing the snake on the Indian public before 2025 in 2023 January. Right, and then I gave my hand like it is a pet snake that's going to lick my hand. And he was very happy. Okay, he licked the hand and he ran off. I also woke up from my sleep. Then at the beginning of this year, I changed everything around my home, because if snake means transformation, then I just went with the flow and was quite happy with my setup. Now, if the beast is coming to India, how does it affect me? Does it affect me in any way? So what, this time he's going to be successful, what, attacking me or something? Did he have the Aldrop sword, chain sword in my home the last time? Is he behind it? The beast. He was behind from far away the attempt of the Aldrop being chain sword within the apartment? I infuriated him in some way? Okay, so what I'm going to do is, since this is the topic and I'm just leaving it open, what I'll do is, who is the beast, on the back of the other video, I've taken out some snapshots of it. You remember the other video where I asked you, is that the beast? And you said yes, it had the word Dhamaka above. In that video, under it is a photo, and you said that was a beast. He was wearing black dark glasses. So I'm going to be interjecting those photos over here. Okay, circling who you said is the beast off camera. Okay. Okay, let me just restart the video. I'll be interjecting those photos here. Okay, just to continue with the topic of the beast, I asked you if there are multiple people who are the beast. You said there is physically one beast only, the head beast. But you named a number of people as the beast. I said, is the beast with the man where you played the lashing of the whip in my ear, or the cane, stick, whatever you said? I asked you, is that the man who has the penis, vagina and the anus? Yet that is the beast. Then I asked you, the person with the penis, vagina and the anus is in service to the beast? Then I asked you, you named multiple people as the beast. Then I asked you, the beast is one person only, there is only one head beast, which means the neural network of all people who you call the beast are neurally networked to the head beast. Now the head beast, if I can ask you, Varsha, don't mess, Mama, I think better that my mom answers this so that she's to the point. The head beast, if I can ask you, does the head beast, is the head beast still alive today in the human body on earth? Not his ET, not his ego, not his neural thinking, not his neural network, but him physically in a body. Is he still in a human body on earth somewhere? Is he physically very active, the beast? Okay, now the beast who is not very physically active but is still in the human body, is his physical form with a penis, with a vagina and a anus one of the people neurally networked to the head beast who is not very active, has a penis, vagina and an anus? Or if you want to say intersex? If I can ask you about the beast, the head beast, can you tell me in which year he was born? Was he born in the 1930s? Was the head beast born in the 1920s? Was the head beast born in the 1940s? Was the head beast born earlier to 1920? Was the head beast born in 1950s, sometime in the 1950s? The head beast was born in 1950s. But isn't Kiran uncle also born sometime in the 1950s? If you were born in the year 1947, Kiran uncle is born in the year 1952 because he's 5 years younger than you. Or if you were you born in 1946? You were born in 1947, Mama? Kiran uncle was 5 years younger than you, so he's born in 1952. Beast ever shapeshift for Kiran uncle? Ever? Did the Beast ever shapeshift for Kiran merchant? The Beast shapeshifted for Kiran merchant also? Okay, if I can ask you the year in which the Beast was born. Was the Beast born in 1950? Was the Beast born in 1951? Was the Beast born in 1952? Was the Beast born in 1953? Was the Beast born in 1954? Was the Beast born in 1955, 1956, 1957, 1958, the Beast was born in 1958. Can you tell me the month when the Beast was born in 1958? The Beast was born as a man. The Beast was born as a girl. The Beast was configured as technology or some kind of a program. The Beast was created to be both a man and a woman. The Beast was sexless. On the physical body of the Beast, was there a vagina? On the physical body of the Beast, was there a penis? Are you saying Adolf Hitler is the Beast? Was Adolf Hitler even born in 1950? What? 58? I'll have to check. Just 1 minute. Adolf Hitler was born on 20th of April 1889. In 1958 he would have been how old? So just to share something with you, according to the press, Adolf Hitler died in 1945 in a bunker in Berlin on the 30th of April 1945. Before he was captured in his bunker, so whatever you have fitted in my brain on the right side is connected with Adolf Hitler only. So before that happened, what it says is exactly what I was told before. In a rage, some people were shot this time. So over here, but Kanayalal tells Mr. Kani says you will blame everyone, you'll play the victim, but I never do that. That is all planting evidence to digress. But over here, it is saying the same thing when Mr. Hitler was just about to be captured and he knew it wasn't going to go in his favor. So it says the same thing over here. What is the topic? This is the topic. It's very important I relate what I have to relate. So I'm just seeing, because I don't know much about Hitler, I haven't really followed through. So today I'm also learning some stuff. What it is saying, before Hitler passed away on 30th April 1945, he married his long-time companion Eva Braun in a civil ceremony. Okay? Then what happens is, it says the next day Hitler retreats into the private quarters, but calling Eva Ava. The thing is, when it comes to Ava, isn't there some water called Ava? So the best part is, when I had come back from New Zealand and I had gone to the CCI bar, Wet Wicket, over there they were giving us Ava water. So I don't know if they're trying to make a connection. And I'd gone there with my dad. It was only my dad and me, because everyone looks like Mr. Kanayalal, Hukumat Rai, Gurmukh-Das-Advani, or Kani Advani in short. But over there, I was wondering, oh, what water is this? It is a Ava bottle, but I've never heard of Ava as water. So this is why I had to say it. It goes back to calling her Eva, that she took cyanide and he shot himself. They died. Okay? But that was in 1945. Point is, if he passed away in 1945, he would be 136 years now. But if it is 1958, it would be a return after 13 years. So passing away in 1945 and returning in 1958, maybe, maybe not, let's see. They're saying the skull that they found of the lady and the forensics that they went, they're trying to find Hitler, Adolf Hitler, where he went. They say that skull was a lady's skull. It wasn't a man's skull. That's what it said. Okay, so anyway, it goes on to say that Stalin put it down that he thought that Hitler had escaped, and it says over here that Stalin was playing political chess. Okay? Here they presume that Hitler settled in a place called Patagonia and that he lived over there till 1962, dying at age 73. That is an assumption, and they assume that he died at age 73 and he was alive till the year 1962 at Patagonia. Okay, so having understood the whole documentary, it is evident that they say with whatever evidence they collected, he really did die in 1945 April. Now she's saying 1958. Connected with Hitler, the birth of somebody born in 1958. let's ask in which month. Okay, so maybe what she's trying to say is Hitler reborn. First and foremost, let's ask if he really died in 1945. So if I can ask you, did Hitler really exit out of the body in the year 1945? He really exited out of the body in 1945? You're saying he reincarnated in 1958? Did Hitler reincarnate in 1958? In 1958, did someone like Hitler reincarnate? (1958) is the year of the beast being born. You're saying in 1958 a baby was born. You call him the beast? The main head beast? Are you saying a baby was chipped in 1958, taking and uploading to his brain traits of Hitler or characteristics of something like Adolf Hitler? Was it an experiment that the baby that was born, was that baby experimented on and fitted with the thinking of Hitler or with the thinking of the beast? Who did that? Did this happen in America? The baby fitted with the thinking of the beast. This happened in America? South America? Russia? Europe? Middle East? India? Pakistan? Bangladesh? Nepal? China? Korea? Kazakhstan? Uzbekistan? Afghanistan? Kazakhstan? So the mind was, so you're saying that the baby that was born in 1958 was fitted with a chip with traits of Hitler and things like that? You're saying that baby was experimented on in places like Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan? It is that neural network shared with all the people who are being called the beast? Can you tell me in which year the beast was born? Rather, okay, this thing that was fitted into the head beast in 1958. Okay, whatever was fitted into a baby, this is why you are saying it is genderless. But the point is, the head beast is a man. The head beast is a woman. So what I'm trying to say is it kind of a thinking in a SATA drive somewhere in Kazakhstan or Uzbekistan, and a neural network sent to whoever has agreed to chip themselves and connect, or without their consent, connected to the beast. So are you saying that it is on a SATA drive? Is the beast just qualities starting 1958 on a SATA drive somewhere? Is that what you're trying to say? Is the beast a human being, the head beast? Is he a human being in a human form on earth? So this thing that has been, the baby who was born with these traits of the beast was born as a girl, was the beast born as a boy, the traits were hiding in the boy, born as a girl in 1958. Can you give me which month? So was it January 1958 that the child was born? February 1958 that the child was born? March 1958 that the child was born? February 1958, March, April 1958? Was the child born in April 1958? You say the child was born in April 1958. Okay. So if the person is born in April 1958, he's about 14 years or she's 14 years older than me. She says 14 years older. Did the one born in 1958, being the head beast, ever intercept and become Anita Merchant ever? or Anita Advani ever? Did she ever intercept and be Ritu Malia ever? Did the 1958 April born, who you say is the head beast, did she ever shapeshift to be Ritu Malia? Shapeshift to be Mrs. Anita Merchant? Yet cross paths with me and has entered during the 5-month Ranka Park setup? Has visited over there? Shape shifted for what? Rajan Lekraj? Shape shifted for Sanjeev Rajan Lekraj? Shape shifted for Praveen Lekraj? Shape shifted for Praveen Lekraj too? Did the beast shapeshift as Praveen Lekraj? Shapeshift as Rajan Lekraj? Shapeshift as Sanjeev Rajan Lekraj? Okay, can I ask you when the person crossed paths with me? Would you have a timeline on it? Should I open a calendar? Do I need to open the calendar before the 3rd of March 2002, where he has crossed paths with me as Sanjeev Rajan Lekraj? If I open a calendar from Third of March 2002 and end it on the 4th of August 2002, is that enough? That's enough to indicate who the beast is. He's the head beast. His neural connection makes everybody a beast who he's neurally connected to. Is that what you're saying? But this person was born a woman. Can play both woman and man. Is that what you're saying? Very good at playing both games, both places. But if you think about a reproductive organ on this person, is it a male reproductive organ? Is it a female reproductive organ on this person? It's a female reproductive organ on this person. Has this person ever shapeshifted for Koshi Gupta or Kaushalya Gupta or Kaushalya Advani? Ever? This person has shapeshifted for Koshi Gupta at some point in time? The one who turned around at the Gurdwara when Akhil Gupta was getting married. And that person, with Koshi Gupta's face, with blazing eyes, she at the Gurdwara here in Bangalore, Alsur, turns around and tells me, "You are my enemy." Was that the head beast who was talking to me? What is it? The head beast was uncomfortable with the setting of the wedding at the Gurdwara? The head beast was uncomfortable with the setting. She was in a rage. So what triggered it? Being in the Gurdwara? That was one trigger of the rage. Being in a Gurdwara. Was there any other trigger? That means you're saying the person who shapeshifted for Koshi Gupta also shapeshifted as Sanjeev Lekraj in that 5-month marriage? Did she shapeshift as Huri Lekraj during that time? Okay, let me just get my thoughts together. Did this woman ever pretend to be Parvati Sadrangani towards the end of Nani's life? So if I'm dropping into, let's say, we drop in once in a blue moon into Maker Towers in later years, because Nani is now, much older, but her style of dressing has changed. So she's wearing the white pajamas, and then with sleeves she's wearing a light kurta. I saw the same thing in black connected with that chawl room, put into the wall, but that could be a burial in the floor. In my dream. So the same dress that she was wearing was put in black in my dream, but I've seen Nani wear that only in white towards the end of her life. And at that time, whenever I visit Maker Tower, if it is, it's after quite a few months or a few months, every once in a year, I give her a haircut. I don't mind giving her a haircut. So point is, did this lady shape shift for Parvati Sadrangani towards the end of her life? Probably staged for that particular day, only because the truth of the matter is we go there once now towards the end. We go there after a long, long time. So was there any day where this lady has shapeshifted for Parvati Sadrangani also? And not shape-shifted for her, but did she present herself at Maker Towers as Nani towards the end ever? Did she present herself as Nani towards the end ever when I have visited Maker Towers? She did. She's still in her human body, but you say she's not very active. Her neural network is being divided amongst everybody who has the beast thinking. She has shapeshifted for Koshi Gupta too. What is it? because the marriage was held at the Gurdwara, that is what triggered her. There also it was a rage, right? It was like sudden rage. Okay, let's see. I'll open the calendar. Just let me open the calendar. The thing is, Koshi Auntie's husband Subhash Gupta, when he was going out with Kaushalya.ADVANI, who studied at JB Petit, to divide them, he was sent to Germany to do a 1 or a 2 year course in something to do with some machine or something of that connected with his business, or steel castings. Hansraj Steels or Hans Steels. So Subhash uncle did go to Germany for a year or two, and when he returned, then finally he got married to Koshi auntie only. Kaushalya.ADVANI is the lady you are referring to as the beast. Subhash Gupta married his girlfriend from JB Petit when he married, called Kaushalya.ADVANI. Kaushalya.ADVANI was removed out of her body, or she left her body when she got married as Koshi Gupta. Did she leave her human form sometime along the way? Is she still in her human body? Kaushalya.ADVANI is the mother of Kabir and Akhil Gupta. The real mother. Is she the real mother of Nitesh Gupta? So Kaushalya.ADVANI was removed out of her body when? In 1988. The one who went to JB Petit school and produced Kabir Gupta, Akhil Gupta and Nitesh Gupta. Did she exit out of her body when she was living at 190 Sankey Road on rent in the year 1988? Did she leave her human body in 1988? Did she get taken underground in 1988? Was she pulled off the main grid and taken underground somewhere in 1988? She exited out of her body in which year, can you tell me? 1989? Did she die, as in get removed out of her body in 1989? (1990) Was Koshi Gupta removed out of her body in 1990? (1991) 1992? Finally, did she die in 1993? The one who went to JB Petit school died finally in 1993 underground somewhere. But she was removed out of her own home and taken underground in 1998, you say? She was taken underground in 1998. Was anybody taken underground in 1998? In Karnataka itself? In Karnataka itself? Some of her friends, anybody from her friends network? Mr. S.M. Krishna. He was taken to the same place where she was at 5 years later. Okay, let me just keep this pendulum down. Okay, this lady who has the beast as her neural network, which connects to everybody who you say has the beast, is her neural network connected to me? Why is her can they open her neural network to me if they wish to? Can they open her neural network to me if they wish to? So I am not connected on that network. Now, does she live on one of the Gupta properties only as of today? She's hiding out at United Breweries, UB City. Over there, the lady is with no memory. So, is she at UB City? You told me the beast was shape-shifting for Umesh at UB City in connection with Shambhav E being worried for Dev. Is that the head beast that was shape-shifting at UB City? Some time ago, was it the head beast shape-shifting at UB City? But that head beast has been Koshi Gupta also. That head beast has shared her neural network with whoever has to do the work. Did she have a choice of who to share the neural network with? Is that neural network shared with Seema Ravanan by any chance? Kabir Gupta by any chance? Atul Gupta? Nick Nixie Nickel? One of them? Or any of them? So primarily she has shared her neural network with the duplicates primarily, not with the originals. Is that the case? And that is a Hitler's thinking and a Hitler's neural network. She has shapeshifted for Modi also. Has she ever shapeshifted for Modi? Has the head beast ever shapeshifted for Mr. Narendra Damodar Das Modi? Where her neural network has connected with the duplicate nexus network of duplicates. Some of those shapeshifters have shapeshifted for Narendra Damodar Das Modi. Okay, I will look at the calendar and see which days between 3rd of March 2002 and 4th of August 2002, whoever you are saying the beast visited Ranka Park is what you have said. So I will look into it. Hi cutie, are you here baby? I ate my dinner and then came back. Did you also have some? It's just little sweet dish. Is Nikhil over here? Nikhil, you're back? Okay, you like the lighting? Enough light for you? Nikhil Advani. Dada Dadi are with you? Mr. and Mrs. Hakumat Rai Advani. Your mom Suchitra Mirchandani Advani is with you. Okay, you know, earlier than this, I was discussing with Varsha about a calendar when the beast visited Ranka Park and whether he visited the time when I was traveling also at the beginning of, you know, the 5-week travel that I did. If he was there. Now, would you be able to answer this? Would you have some knowledge of it? Also, you know, the last time when we were talking, you gave me 4 words. You gave me Rix, R-Y-C-S. You gave me Chris, C-R-Y-S. You gave me Scry, S-C-R-Y. And you gave me C-Y-R-S, Cyrus, which is not Cyrus, but it is Cyrus, right? In that there is cry also, cries. You'll have to excuse me because I have like a bad throat also. So what I'm trying to understand is what I was doing in the evening time with Varsha. Is Varsha with you? Is Varsha Advani file name cat with you? Is she with you as of now? She didn't like your loka, right? You are in Mahaloka. That is the loka of the Nagas, where there is, you take care of lots of the jewels and things like that, lots of the, I don't know, some kind of wealth. That's your loka. Okay. Now, when I leave the body, will I have to come to your loka? Am I due to your loka after leaving the body? When I go into the afterlife, will I have to visit your loka? Okay, good. I'll be going away to the upper realms in terms of where the, where Mahaloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, that kind of stuff, to the more peaceful realms where the more peaceful people stay. Okay, so I'll go to the more peaceful realms. That's more my type. Okay, but you're still loved a lot. Okay. Okay, great. Now I'm trying to understand if Varsha and you are together. That is nice. Y'all both can answer the question. Lovely. So I will start. Okay. I hope you enjoyed whatever little I've offered of the fruits and the custard. Okay, so I guess I did that for you primarily rather than the sabzi and the rice. Okay. Now I'm happy to see that you have strength in movement. It's very good. What I'm trying to ask you is the 6 days after the ISKCON setting. I will just call it the ISKCON temple setting. Do you call it an actual marriage? Do you call it a marriage in the sense of what the spirit realms, they understand marriage in a particular way? So do you call it a marriage, those 5 months that happened? Okay. Now the history is Varsha has established that a shapeshifter who has also shapeshifted for Koshi Gupta, also for Parvati Sadrangani in the last few years or the last few months of her life on earth, and who shapeshifted also at Ranka Park, is the beast, is the head beast. Is that true? Is it true that person stood in for Parvati Sadrangani, my Nani, at some point in time towards the end of my Nani's life? That person has stood in for Koshi Gupta also. Is that the person who told me you are my enemy at the Gurdwara when Akhil Gupta or Aki was getting married to Sara Kaur? Also, I want to check with you, Sara Kaur has a little bit of a squint. Sara Kaur is also taller than us. She's also bigger built. That same squint is on one version of Nixie, Nickel, who is 5'5" in height. Has Nickel ever shapeshifted for Sara Kaur? Nickel has shapeshifted for Sara Kaur at some point in time. Sara Kaur has a sister who is supposed to be at America, so you don't see her much in India. She's taller than Sara Kaur and thinner and better built than Sara Kaur, as in she has a better shape. Is that another version of Nickel? So you say, because Sara Kaur's sister I have met only once or twice in my entire life. So you're saying the two boys shapeshifted for Sara Kaur and Sara Kaur's sister also at some point in time sporadically? Is there a real Sara Kaur and a real Sara Kaur's sister? Does that family actually exist? You're saying there is no real Sara Kaur and a real Sara Kaur's sister? So you're saying Nick, Nixie, Nickel have shapeshifted for Sarah Kaur and her sister at some point in time? Kabir Gupta is really Koshi Gupta and Subhash Gupta's son. He's my real cousin, the way you are my real cousin from the 70s. Kaushalya Advani is really my father's sister, who Kaushalya Advani and Kailash Advani went to JB Petit school. They're really my dad's sister. Kabir Gupta is really her son. Is Akhil Gupta Kabir's brother still in the human body? The real Akhil Gupta, Kabir Gupta's brother, real brother. Kaushalya Advani and Subhash Gupta's second son, is he still in his human body? Is he on earth still in a human form? Is my real brother, cousin brother called Kabir Gupta, the firstborn of Kaushalya Advani and Subhash Gupta, is he in his human form today? So my cousins from the 70s, Kabir Gupta and Akhil Gupta, are not in the human form anymore. They have moved to the afterlife. The both of them. Are you telling? Okay, and what about Nitesh Gupta? Has Nitesh Gupta left his human body already from earth? Nitesh Gupta has been held underground somewhere. Is that true? Am I to be taken to a place underground like Nitesh Gupta soon? Is that plan of theirs going to come through? Do you see it in the timeline, them being successful? Do you see them getting caught instead? They're aware that now that I am the real JAYA.ADVANI from 1973. What is it? It is Koshi Gupta's clone who's been chasing everybody and getting rid of them one by one by one. How many clones, how many people have shapeshifted for Kaushalya Advani? Can you tell me? How many people have shapeshifted? Has Aarti Nanthur also shapeshifted for Koshi Gupta? And should I say late Mrs. Koshi Gupta? Does she get blamed a lot for a lot of things? Is she the one taking all the blame? Does she take all the blame most times? Was my mother being dumped with a lot of blame? My mom, who has passed over into the afterlife, was she blamed for a lot of things that she didn't do? What about my sister Varsha Advani as Anita? Was she blamed for a lot of things that I, did? My mother, who was ex-Mrs. Anita Advani and late Mrs. Anita Merchant, the real one, Anu Sadrangani by birth or Anita Sadrangani by birth, she was blamed for a lot of things. So what were they doing? They were rotating people in my mom's identity. And whenever they wanted to dump blame, they dump it on my mom. Did they do the same thing with Koshi Gupta also? Was there someone specifically, other than who has shapeshifted, the beast who has shapeshifted for Parvati Sadrangani, shapeshifted for Koshi Gupta, shapeshifted for SL in the marriage, or shapeshifted for somebody in Ranka Park? I'm not sure who. So did they do the same? Did they have somebody who was a stooge taking all the blame even in Koshi Gupta's identity? Was that my own mom, Anita Advani, who was being rotated in Koshi Gupta's identity? Do I know the person who was being rotated in Koshi Gupta's identity for taking the blame? Do I know that person? Was that person Meena Nanthur by any chance? Was that person actually Varsha Advani, the real Varsha Advani, at any point in time? She was the real Varsha Advani at some point in time. The real Varsha Advani. Was she real Varsha Advani, file name cat, who was rotating in Koshi Gupta's place taking the blame? Did Chitru rotate herself anywhere? Not your mom Suchitra Mirchandani Advani, but the one who came to be your mom after 1986. Did she rotate herself anywhere else? Did she ever rotate in anybody else's identity? She steered clear of it. Running this whole operation was what? The shapeshifter for Koshi Gupta. She was running the whole operation. That is the beast. Did she ever shapeshift for Kani Advani at Jaswell ever? But then you said that the beast also shapeshifted for Kani Advani. Now between Kani Advani shapeshifter and Kaushalya Advani shapeshifter or Koshi Gupta shapeshifter, is Kani Advani shapeshifter the head beast? Is Koshi Gupta's shapeshifter the head beast? Okay, if we break down the head beast interaction with me at Ranka Park, or then in that 5-month marriage, I used to go to Koshi Auntie's home thinking it is my father's sister every third day at Brunton Road. Was I meeting a lady over there when I used to go running to her home? I was meeting the shapeshifter, I was meeting the beast itself. So to check what is wrong in the marriage, the beast shapeshifted into Ranka Park at some point in time. Okay, the beast did not come there to check what is wrong, but the beast did come to Ranka Park for their own reason, for her own reason, to create more dissent in the marriage, maybe, so that it breaks. Because Koshi auntie goes, whoever was playing Koshi Gupta tells me, I will make you so flexible like a rubber band. That's what she told me. And then she also once came to Jaswal and told you, I'll teach you how to make a bed. That was the beast. The one who said, I'll make you so flexible like a rubber band, was the beast. That was one between Nick, Nixie, Nickel, one of the three of them. The one who says Varsha actually is like Kareena Kapoor. Look at her high cheekbones. She's just like Kareena Kapoor. But Varsha had to left 10-15 years before without our knowledge. The girl over there who had high cheekbones and who is looking like Shalina Hundalani was the real Kareena Kapoor. She was standing in for Kareena Kapoor at times, doing little odd end jobs for Kareena Kapoor. That girl is still in her human body. Okay, that girl is gone away to the higher realms. After leaving the human body, she's moved to the higher realms of peace and prosperity and kindness and goodness and content and good sage people. Good peaceful people, good people. Okay, good. Now, if we go into the timeline of when the beast has crossed paths, tell me something. The beast is known as J. Is the beast known as J? I got that there is a J who was interested in grabbing the OC of the United Breweries or something to do with that. So who is J who's interested? J is still in the human body? Okay, now is the OC of United Breweries still a problem? Is the occupancy of whatever is Dev's, is that still a problem? Is Dev in a problem? You're saying the vultures are still trying to grab whatever they can grab. They're not done with grabbing as yet. Is that what you're trying to say? So what are you trying to say? He needs to be careful, very careful with his stuff. Is he even of that understanding of what is his? Does he understand what is his? Okay, if I can now go back to the topic of when the beast has crossed paths with me in that 5 month. First and foremost, at ISKCON, was the beast present at ISKCON? In the hall of ISKCON where the marriage happened, or whatever that sham is, I don't know what to call it, but wherever that was staged, was the beast present at ISKCON hall? Second question that I need to answer, I need you to answer, but you need to tell it very, very straightforward, huh? No lying. You'll tell the full truth. After this whole thing got over, we went to Safina Plaza area somewhere in Commercial Street. That time, Sanjeev Lekhraj, whoever was being Sanjeev Lekhraj, he disappeared for 20 minutes and he met Shalina and Ravi Hundalani over there, and the three of them went together and they were going to the chemist, but they didn't return for about 20 minutes. It was quite a long time. The boy who went and the boy who returned was the same boy? You're saying there was an exchange in the boy? Okay, who returned was the beast himself? You're saying who returned was the beast? No, was it the head beast who returned? It was someone connected neurally to the head beast, making him an extension of the beast. So he's like an octopus's one tentacle. So he's the extension, alter ego of the beast. So now, okay, so the first 6 days at Windsor Manor was the alter ego of the beast. Did the beast, head beast itself, visit Windsor Manor ever? Did the head beast visit during the 5-week journey to Singapore, Thailand, China, Hong Kong? Did the head beast visit on that 5-week? Was the head beast ever? Did the head beast ever interact with me? Not on the phone, but face to face. Did the head beast interact with me on that 5-week journey? Did the beast's extension, the alter ego or the extension of the beast, so alter ego of the beast, visit me during those 5 weeks of the journey to the places? So you saying drops in every once in a while, come and go kind of thing? So that was the alter ego of the main beast, of the head beast. The boy he was a boy obviously, but the alter ego or the extension of the beast, that boy is still in his human body today. That boy is gone to the upper realms. That boy is in the realms with you, or close somewhere around the realms near you, somewhere in another realm but in the lower realms. He's gone to realms lower than yours. So is that at Patal that he has been sent? Okay, let's come back to then the 1 month that I stayed in Amrit and Bhagwan Lekhraj's house. Again, I can't believe it. I can't remember the Thali joint's name. Opposite HR college. Did the beast ever visit? During that 1 month that I stayed, did the beast ever visit over there? The head beast. Did the head beast ever visit during that time? Okay, now if I have to ask you, if the head beast did visit during that time, did the head beast visit their home during that time? Did the alter ego of the beast also visit during that time? The head beast visited that apartment of theirs as a boy? The head beast shapeshifted for Anita during that time by any chance, for my mom? So when I meet my mom, because I'm in Bombay for a month or a little more than a month, so I will meet her once every 2 weeks or once every week. Somewhere in there was the head beast. The head beast alter ego also has entered into. Did the head beast alter alter ego enter the Lekraj household? Okay, he did not. Okay. Let's move to Ranka Park here in Bangalore. The head beast entered Ranka Park in her, whatever strength the head beast entered. Did the head beast enter Ranka Park? With whose identity? The head beast is Rohika. The head beast has shape-shifted for Rohika. Is one of the shapeshifters of Rohika in the past? Is the head beast shape-shifting for Rohika even today? Okay, the head beast had come to Ranka Park. The alter ego of the head beast also visited Ranka Park. The head beast visited Ranka Park as what? Sanjeev Lekraj? Did the head beast visit Ranka Park as Huri Lekraj? Was Huri Lekraj aware that the head beast is shape-shifting for Sanjeev Lekraj? Did she know the identity of the head beast, not as the beast, but as whatever, whoever it is, shape-shifting for Sanjeev Lekraj? Was she aware of it? The head beast shape-shifted for Rajan Lekraj by any chance? The head beast shapeshifted for Praveen Lekraj by any chance? Would you know who exactly I got pregnant with? I got pregnant with the alter ego of the head beast. Your replica? One of your replicas? I got pregnant by one of your replicas? So if I can ask you, was it Nick? Nixie? Nickel? Nickel? Varsha, do you want to answer that one? Maybe Nikhil is feeling shy. So if we just cut the crap and just come down to the point. It was Nickel, the short little 5 feet 5 inch boy. But then isn't Nickel 5 feet 5 inches? So let me ask you, do you know the identity of whom I got pregnant with? Nik? Nixi? Nickel? Somebody else? Anyway, the person from whom I got pregnant, is that person still in their human body? They've also died? They've also left the body and gone? They've gone away to the higher realms? They've also gone to the lower realms. What? At your realm? Is the boy at your realm? He's also gone away to Patal. He's gone away to Patal. Is it true that Bedi, whose father was working in, I don't know, at a high post or a high level in Taj. His son, who worked at America Online, he has left his body and gone. Is it true? I was told by this version of Koshi Gupta, only she knew who was going where, that he had got an offer and so his job took him to America. Is it true Ranjit Lulla also has left his body and gone? Is it true Vicky is still on earth? His younger brother, Vicky Lulla? Is it true that Krish Shishadri, a friend of some version of whoever was playing SRL at that time, has also left his body and gone? He also worked at America Online. Is it true that they have exited out of the body? Him too? Okay, if I have to ask you about Rikin Kotecha. Rikin Kotecha is one of the people plugged as an extension of the beast. Has he got the alter ego of the beast? Did the beast go plug him with or without his knowledge as an extension of, the beast ego? What I understand is it is kind of like, the Indian mythology, I don't know, but the Hinduism demon called Raktabij. So the demon keeps getting killed and 100 crore more demons come up in place of that one Raktabij. So my assumption is when you're talking about a head beast who is not very mobile, then what it is possible that that head beast chose some people to make an extension of the beast's neural network, and whoever has been put on the neural network of the head beast becomes the alter ego of the head beast or an extension of the head beast, and the thought of the head beast makes the extension of the neural network on the neural network of the beast do everything that the beast wishes to get done from all the octopus arms. The octopus primarily is the beast. The tentacles are everywhere through the neural network. Is that true? So Rikin Kotecha is one such person. He is an extension neurally of the beast. Now, is Rikin Kotecha still in his human body today on earth? Rikin Kotecha is standing in for SRK by any chance? Is he doing work for SRK? Rikin was a little effeminate even when we were growing up, when we were in college, or a little later also, I can't remember. Not met him too much, but whatever little that we saw in common places. Is he standing in for SRK by any chance? I don't understand why someone's calling me a witch. I'm trying to help you. Do you mind? I'm trying to make you understand what is happening so you can do something about it for yourself. पता नहीं यहाँ पे क्या ये लोग विच हमको बुलाते हैं. Nikhil Advani was ever your friend, then he's concerned about you, he's telling you for your own good. Okay? All the time buzzing under my right shoulder blade. What is wrong with you people? Okay, so tell me, in our network, amongst the cousins, only Nitesh is alive. What about Pramila Hingorani? Is she still in her human body? Is she above the ground, somewhere accessible? The real Pramila Hingorani. Is she in the same place as Nitesh Gupta? Are they holed up at the same place? Nitesh Gupta also is underground somewhere. When I say underground, have they been are they under abduction and taken underground? Is it against their will? Am I the only one in India who's above the ground as of now? Everybody else either has left the body and gone or is underground. What about Maya and Chelsea? Are they above the ground? Okay, so let's start with Chelsea.ADVANI. Chelsea.ADVANI is still in her human body. Cynthia and Taru Chacha's daughter, Chelsea.ADVANI, is still in her human form. You're saying she has left to go into the afterlife? Was her exit recent? Her exit was recent. She's gone away to the higher realms. She's moved to the higher realms. Okay, what about her sister Maya? Maya.ADVANI, what? She is still in her human body? Maya.ADVANI is still on earth. Her sister Chelsea has recently moved into the afterlife to the higher realms. But Maya.ADVANI, her sister, is still on earth. Is she free and above the ground? She's been taken underground. She's being watched very closely. So she's in a position like what Dev, myself would be. We're in our home, but we're limited, or then what it is that they said about a girl called Priya Gaikwad from my school, where, you're kind of not under siege, but you're restricted in movement and you're watched all the time. And there's a lot of interruption and a lot of interception and lots of manipulation. So is that the case with her as of now? Is it the same thing with that girl Priya Gaikwad that I was told about? They keep using the word gherao for her. Is it the same case with Dev? With Dev, what is it? It is a question of someone wanting to grab his assets or trying to work him and manipulate him in a way where they push him to a point where they easily take what is his, or get him to do the wrong thing on purpose, very sweetly. Primarily manipulate him to do the wrong things. Is that what he has to watch out for? But he is not gherao, is it? So he is relatively freer. But he's being told not to misuse the ability to be free because he can be abducted at any point. They change time and mind. So not to go to places other than to his office, which is relatively close to his apartment or wherever he is living, and not to roam around to isolated places or just roam around the city just like that. Right? That's what he's being told. His mother prefers he to be in touch with his Mandya relatives, his grandfather's relatives from his grandfather's childhood. Is that true? Okay, what I'm going to do, cutie pies, is it okay if I close this session, sweetie? Is there anything you want to say with the Scrabble pieces? Okay, so I'll close this session and restart it for whatever you want to say via Scrabble. Okay, cutie? Okay.